Hey everyone, I am Heather Palmer and I am one of the career advisors here at the engineering school. Our team is called the Center for Engineering Career Development, and hopefully you know that we support all engineering undergrads as well as graduate students here in the eSchool, as well as undergrads that are studying computer science in the college. And you recently responded to a survey that our team sent out to international undergraduate students and international grad students here in the eSchool to ask if there's any ways that we can support you right now in your internship or job search. Are there certain categories, concerns, questions that you have, and what would you like the follow-up, the outreach to be? And so in part of those responses, I actually wanted to create this short video where I highlight a few resources that exist that you might just not be aware of. I think this would be something that would be helpful for everyone. So I'm going to share my screen here in a moment. And if you see me looking over here, that's because I have my monitor set up over here with the websites I want to send you. And of course, my Zoom camera is here on my laptop. A little bit about me while I'm sharing my screen. I've been a part of UVA for a long time. I was an undergrad at UVA a long time ago, and then I've worked for UVA for a variety of offices and departments since. I have been a member of the Global Careers Committee here at UVA for many years. That committee shares information and creates events for international students, as well as students who might want to have an experience around the globe. And I've recently become the chair of that committee. So your responses are really helpful for me, and I'm looking forward to sharing information that I share with you all, with the committee at large, and some of your questions and concerns. So we can also continue hosting and planning events and resources for international students for next year. But for now, again, I'm going to show you a couple of resources. So as you might see here on the screen, I am logged into the student version of my Handshake account. I hope Handshake is familiar to all of you. If it's not, please just let me know, and we'll make sure that you know how to access your Handshake account. But up here, if you were to look in your top right section, you'll see it says Career Center. If you select that, then you're going to see on the next page that it will say Resources. And I want you to select that. The information that is here, we wanted just UVA students to see. And so that's why we just want you to log into your Handshake account first, and then you'll navigate to this page where you'll be able to access resources that would either cost a fee if you wanted to look at them individually. Well, we've paid for all UVA students to have access. And then in some places, we've just curated a variety of helpful resources. So first, I want to show you Going Global. I'm just going to open that in a new tab. And then this is the referral link for you to use Going Global for free. So within Going Global, it serves two purposes. It supports international students with this H-1B visas section, but then it also lists some jobs and internships in other countries. But we're going to go to the H-1B visa section. And on this page, what this searchable database does is it allows you to identify organizations that last spring filed a petition with the US government. They submitted an application that said, we would like to hire someone on the H-1B. And so this lets you know this person might have been a student at an American university, has been using their OPT, and now they want to convert them over to an H-1B, or that they've hired an international candidate that maybe has a little bit more experience under their belt. But we know that companies in this database are more familiar, they're more savvy with the international hiring process. And so these might be good companies to look at, because you know for sure they want to hire international talent, and they've done so most likely before. So just to use a job title that can be very interdisciplinary, it's not just for computer science students, I'm going to choose software developer as a job title or keyword and do a search. And what this is going to tell me is, again, are the companies that last spring filed a petition to hire software developers into their org. Now I see that Going Global is being a little bit slow right now. So instead of waiting for that, I'm going to jump back over to the resources we are looking at. We'll go back to Going Global in a minute. In addition to Going Global, if you search for the keyword international, you'll see actually a resources page that has been curated for international students. And when I meet with international students, they don't always tend to know this exists. So one thing I would want you to watch straight away, if you haven't, is this job searching as an international student 10-minute video. One of my colleagues that served on the Global Careers Committee with me created this video. And so we want to make sure that you look at that. I also recommend taking a look at these other two resources. And then on the left-hand side of the page, we actually do have some information about where international students who have gone to UVA, where did they go on to work after UVA? That might give you some ideas of other organizations that you might be interested in applying to. So make sure that you take a look at the resources on this page, again, all free from your Handshake account that can also help you get started. All right, well, I'm going to pop back over to the Going Global results. And we know that there were many more organizations than Eureka Infotech that hired software developers. I'm not sure why we're not getting more information today. We usually do from Going Global. Again, it was running slow, so I think maybe there's a technical issue. But at least this would say, hey, Eureka Infotech has multiple offices in different locations, and they have filed a petition to help one of their employees or desired employees get an H-1B. So this would seem like an international student friendly organization. Outside of Going Global, I really like the website myvisajobs.com. We can see it right here, myvisajobs.com, because it accesses the same data as Going Global, but I usually don't have any technical issues with it. And although this page is really busy, there's a lot of links and text on it, I've always found it to be really helpful. So similar to Going Global, I want you to look at this 2022 H-1B report. And this is going to, again, share which organizations last spring filed petitions for an H-1B for one of their employees. So you could look at, well, I just want to see what career they're in general. I want to search by career. I want to search by job title. Maybe I really want to go to the Houston, Texas area or the Seattle area or New York or Boston. I just want to know what are the employers that are more familiar with the hiring process of international candidates in Boston. And then you can also search by industry. So I've opened these up all in other tabs, and let's actually go to the job title. Again, if you're thinking, these are the most commonly supported titles it's saying. So last year, there were almost 30,000 petitions from companies to sponsor a software engineer. For data science, 2,700. And then you can just keep scrolling down, seeing other job titles. And these are the 50 most common, but of course, that does not mean that there aren't more. So just to be consistent, let's just say if we clicked on software developer again, here are the list of companies that actually submitted a petition for one of their employees or desired employees. Now, that doesn't mean that they were all granted, but that's all the files, petitions that were submitted. And so if this list of employers, if you were interested in software development, if you had not looked into some of these companies before, that might be a good idea. And there are many more search results as well. So even if an employer has only submitted 35 applications, like that's still a great number. It's definitely higher than many organizations. So I highly encourage you to use this to search by job title that you're interested in to see who are some of the employers maybe I should consider. We also wanted to say, let's search by city. So we're going to see some cities on here where the organizations in those cities filed quite a few H-1B petitions. And we're going to see that it's not just the New Yorks and Bostons, San Francisco. There's a lot of organizations on here. And then finally, by industry, you'll be able to look here just by overall industry, whether you're interested in scientific or technical consulting, scientific research, it's going to show you organizations that submitted an H-1B petition. I'm going to stop sharing there. I hope that maybe if My Visa Jobs is a new resource to you, or Those two resource pages that I showed you within Handshake, Going Global, as well as that curated list just for international students. I hope that if those are brand new, that it is the first time that you're seeing them, that you will go back and take a look and look at those in the next few days. Now know that our team is also going to be following up with you in whatever ways you requested. But take a look at this video and then just know that we're going to be following up with you very soon. Hope you all are doing well, and I look forward to chatting with you more soon. Bye.